Good afternoon, magic players and card collectors of all kinds. Welcome back to the channel. You know what this means. You've seen it before. You know it's time for Dollarama Draws of Destiny. I have 5 packs of Destiny with me today. We're going to see what we can get. See if there's anything we want to use for upgrades for our future decks. I am thinking about building a new deck. In time, I have lots of extra cards. It's just a matter of finding things that synchronize. Opening pack 1. Bam. Whoop. Bam. Bam. Oh my god, they're all over the place. These cards are not in order at all. How are we supposed to fix the packs if they don't put them in the right way? My goodness. Alright, starting out with an Essence Symbolite. Whenever a creature you control mutates, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature and you gain 2 life. Cool. Defender, Reach, creatures you control have haste. Nice. Artifact Cat, we've seen that before. Ooh, a cat horror. Sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Skyclave Shadowcat. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter dies, draw a card. Ooh. Lose Focus is an excellent spell. I'm glad to get a copy of that. Dwarf Berserker, we don't need that. Ooh, a Bird Rogue. Flying 2/3 Echo. When Echo Inspector enters the battlefield, it connives. What the hell? Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Connives, eh? Alright. That's a new one. Arrogant Outlaw. Vampire Noble. When Arrogant Outlaw enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life to a turn. Nice. False Floor. False Floor enters the battlefield tapped. Creatures enter the battlefield tapped. Exile False Floor. Exile all untapped creatures. Wow. That is dangerous. Ooh, a prototype. Artifact Creature Construct. You may cast this spell with different mana cost, color, and size. It keeps its abilities and types. Okay, so you can pay 7 for it, or you can pay 2 in a red and get a 3/2 instead of a 6/4. Creatures your opponents control get -2, -0 until end of turn. And this thing transforms into a land. Enters battlefield tapped, add 1. Huh. Curious. I wonder if it becomes a land after you play the instant, or you have to choose which one you want to do. Dreadful Apathy, enchant creature can't attack or block. Royal Eruption, pay 5 kicker. Royal Eruption does 3 damage to any target, but if it was kicked, it deals 5. Ooh, that's a new creature that looks pretty cool. Quandrake's Cultivator enters the battlefield. You may search your library for a basic forest or island card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Nice. And a Flying Chimera. Beginning of your upkeep, return up to 1 other target enchantment you control to its owner's hand. Ooh, so you can replay enchantments. Neat. Pack number 2. We got a lot of unique stuff in that Destiny, but nothing I'm overly... Whoop. Gosh darn it, all these cards are flipped around again. Spoiler alert. Great Desert Prospector. Create a tap Power Stone token for each other creature you control. Wow. That's dangerous. A Merfolk Wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery or a wizard spell, Umar gets flying until end of turn. Umar is also a land. Huh. Grim Physician, new zombie. When Grim Physician dies, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Neat. Acolyte of Affliction. When Acolyte of Affliction enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, then you may return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh, I know what deck that's going in. Clattering Ogre. Augur. When Clattering Ogre can't block, it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and lose a life. You can return it from your graveyard to your hand. Neat. Bound in Gold is a good one. I've seen it before, though. Ooh, another cat. Leonin of the Lost Pride. When Leonin of the Lost Pride dies, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. Profane Command. Target player loses X life. Return target creature with a mana value of X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. Up to target X creatures gain fear until end of turn. Jesus! That is a spell. Brushfire Elemental. Haste. Brushfire Elemental can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Huh. Not bad. Nested Shambler. We've seen him before. Voice of Vermin enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. Whenever Voice of Vermin attacks, target creature you control gets base power of... Ooh. Midnight Assassin is always good to see. Another copy of that wall. Snowland. Ooh. Simmerdrift Valley enters the battlefield, taps. As Simmerdrift Vale enters the battlefield, choose a color, add 1 mana of the chosen color. Nice. Body Dropper, we've seen him before. And Easy Prey, destroy target creature with converted mana cost 2 or less. We are getting a lot of new cards today, and that is exciting. I hope you're enjoying this opening so far. I know I am. Alright. Mirsha's Juggernaut. Artifact creature, Juggernaut. 5/3, trample. Has to attack every combat, and it has Unearth. Not bad. We've seen the Umara Wizard. Turns into a land. Cool times. Soul Reaper of Mogus. Sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Interesting. Bind the Monster. Enchant creature. When Bind the Monster enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. It deals damage to you equal to its power. And it doesn't untap during its untap step. Charm Sleep. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature enters the battlefield. Tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. So you can have it for 1 and you take power damage, or you can have it for 3 and you get it for nothing. Both are cool. Ooh, a black aura. Mire's Grasp. Enchanted creature gets -3/-3. I got a fortified village. Solid. Another land wall. Core Cleric. Under battlefield, if it was kick tap 2 target creatures. Ooh. Gorgon Wizard. Exploit creature. Destroy target creature you don't control with mana value 3 or less. Huh. Another Brushfire Elemental. Cloything's Design. Creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is your devotion to green. Ooh. That's a nice one. A Moss Viper with Death Touch. I'll take that every day. A Snooping Newsy. As long as there are 5 more samples. That's not so bad. Tentative Connection. The spell costs 3 less to cast if you control a creature with menace. Control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, gains haste. Not bad, not bad. Certainly have a much bigger pile of stuff we've never seen before compared to stuff that we have. which is always nice to see in one of these. Let's just hope we get some more good stuff for the last 2 packs. Union of the Third Path. Draw a card, then you gain life equal to the number of cards in hand. Nice. Good start. We got another Umara Wizard, another Chimera, a Yoked Ox, 4/04, Brainstone. Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand in the top of the library in any order. Bronze Sword. Quick creature gets +2/+0. Shadowblood Ridge. Another Nested Shambler. Blood Hypnotist. That's a new vampire. Blood Hypnotist can't block. Whenever you sacrifice 1 or more blood tokens, target creature can't block this turn. It only triggers once each turn. That's unfortunate, but it's still a good card. We got 2 different versions of Nested Shambler in the same pack. That's funny. This is the one I had. It's too bad that you can't play multiple copies of Nested Shambler in a deck. Well, you can if you play, I don't play Modern, though. Antagonize, target creature gets +4/+3 until end of turn. Human Druid Venom Connoisseur. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Venom Connoisseur gains Death Touch. Nice. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, all creatures gain Death Touch. Ooh, so if you put 2 creatures in, you get double Death Touch. Or Death Touch for everybody. A Momentum Rumbler. 3/3 dinosaur. When it attacks, if it doesn't have First Strike, put a First Strike counter on it. And if it has First Strike, it gains double strike until end of turn. Okay! So the first time it does nothing, and then the second time it gets beefed up. One last pack of Destiny. We've gotten one hell of a pile of cards today. Pretty excited. Let's see if we can pull something rare. Holy crow, these are all flipped in the wrong ways again. The packs are not organized well. Goblin Blast Runner. +2/+0 and has menace as long as you sacrifice a permanent this turn. Not bad. Umara Wizard. Yep, we've seen you a few times now. Glory Bearers. Glory Bearers. And then another creature you control attacks. Whenever another creature that's not this one. Okay, that makes sense. Final Flare, as an initial cost, cast a spell, sacrifice a creature or an enchantment, and it deals 5 damage to target creature. Frogify! Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a blue frog creature with base power and toughness of 1/1. Nice. Another Brainstone. Infuriate. Target creature gets +3/+2 until end of turn. Ooh, I got a Dusk and Dawn. Dust, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Dawn, Aftermath. Return all creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Ah, that one has to come from the graveyard, though. So you get to play both powers. I like it when you can play both. Sorry, hair in my mouth. Yeah. We got a Marble Gargoyle. A Pugnacious Pugilist. Whenever Pugnacious Pugilist attacks, create a tapped and attacking 1/1 red devil token. And you can blitz it in for 3. Or you can pay for 5. Glittermonger. Create a treasure token when you tap this card. Nice. Another lose focus. Ceremonial Knife. Quick creature gets +1/+0 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage, create a blood token. Cool. My vampire deck is getting some neat stuff. And the last card, Almighty Brushwag. A 1/1 with trample, but you can give it +3/+3 until end of turn if you pay 3 and a green. interesting draws today. We've gotten a lot of neat stuff. I don't know what the hell I'm going to be building next out of all this stuff. I originally had a plan to build a green, black, and white deck around a certain commander that I have that Anthony returned to me. But I'm not sure if I'm going to build that deck now or not. This is the commander I was considering. But just to show you guys, I have an entire stack full of commander cards that I'm just hanging on to for future reference in case I come up with some decks that I want to build. I haven't decided what I'm going to build yet next, but I am considering a black, green, and white deck, like I say, with Miracle as the commander. I think that could be a neat sort of gimmick deck. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to probably have to go get another Micro Tyrant. Anyways, I think that's going to be all for this video. I hope you've enjoyed our little venture into the Dollarama Draws of Destiny. And I hope to see you for our next episode. Much love to you all. Have yourselves a good day. And from me to you, take care. Bye.